Hello all. We are continuing our weekly portion review. I hope you're all doing well. This week we are in the portion of the life of Sarah, Chayei Sarah, and we are going to focus on Abraham trying to locate a burial place for his wife. And there's also the mission he gives Eliezer, his servant, to locate a wife for Isaac. But I want to focus a little on Isaac himself, the personality of Isaac. And we really perceive him seemingly as a passive figure, and I wanted to explore if this is positive or a negative trait. Now, Isaac really is unique, and him being passive really reveals a strength, an extraordinary strength. Now, typically, activity is considered a virtue, right, compared to someone being passive, but Isaac really demonstrates a new style of righteousness, so to speak, different than his father's. We could almost call it a absolute sanctity. And what do we mean by this? Isaac really represents a perfect offering, right? It definitely also he was offered to God himself, but he has a perfect offering viewing of the whole world. He really sees everything as ideal. And he is a person who, in that sense, he transcends the order of this world, and he's really surrendering his active role to people around him, while he is being left sort of to observe from above. And the Midrash also talks a little about, some of this is happening due to the experience of allowing himself to be sacrificed in the hands of Abraham, of course, and due to God's requirement. And Isaac's sanctity really was so profound that he doesn't even have a fear anymore for external influences, right? That's why we don't hear a hesitation when he's walking with Abraham to be sacrificed. So he sort of instinctively knows what to filter out and what needs to be elevated. Now, for such an individual, for such a person, this kind of passive trait is actually permissible, right? Because it's reflecting a unique spiritual path of his own. Right, as we see others like Eliezer bring his wife, and others end up leading to give blessings and so on. Like he's really just passive, and these actions though they really reveal a great optimism, and we know that he knows how to confront forces that others actually don't know how to handle because of this unique trait, and he knows how to deal with Esau because of this. And he's also the only one of the patriarchs that's not only involved in shepherding, right, which is known as Abel's work under Abel's line, but also in dealing with agriculture, which is Cain's work, right? So he is creating a unity between these two different lines, and he is not scared from this material wealth of the world, right? It doesn't deter him to fear such an activity. And even if we look at Isaac's prayer itself, it's called a sicha, yatsa lasuach basadeh, as we say in Genesis 24. Isaac went out to the field to converse. He's having a conversation with God, right? This is a simple speech, so to speak. And this is, again, stressing the simplicity of life that Isaac has. He knows how to serve God, really wandering around the bushes, looking at the sunset. That is how he knows also how to appreciate God. And we're also told about Isaac that Isaac was laughing with Rebekah, his wife, right? We don't attribute this to any one of the patriarchs or really anyone else. And this is, again, because Isaac, in his spiritual level, he even corrected the sin of Adam. And even in him, there's this, he knows how to take the intimate personal life was pure. And it was really worthy of being recorded in the Torah, right? When Adam and Eve fall, they realize that they're naked. While they could still procreate, there's a shame in that level of intimacy. But Isaac elevates that. And we have to really learn from Isaac that how to embody and return to the sanctity of nature, how to realize that there's many powers out there in the world that if they're elevated properly and oriented properly, then we will, of course, get to see such a sanctity take place in us and then in the surrounding people around us and please God in the whole world. Shabbat Shalom. Take care.